Well, teaching evolution versus creationism in public schools. Well, first of all, public schools are in the public domain, and our founding fathers made one thing very clear. There should be a very definite separation between religion and the state, and that religion should be freely practiced without interfering in public affairs. Everyone is free to practice their belief as long as they don't oppose them on the rest of the population. And that has always been the case here. And teaching evolution in public schools is and opposing that is an age-old argument which goes back at the very least to the age of Plato and Aristotle. And so if creationists now want to posit the idea that the earth is 6,000 years old and that dinosaurs and so on didn't exist, I beg to differ. And the majority of the people on earth beg to differ on. And it's not just an opinion. I mean, these are proven facts beyond any doubt. And people who posit these theories out there are simply deluded and behind the times. Moreover, these very same people now posit their theories over the internet, of which the internet itself is a process of evolution, because without scientific discoveries and so on, there wouldn't be an internet to begin with. And so the technologies being used to further this kind of delusion is in itself pretty much contradictory. I'm not saying that spiritual beliefs are wrong, but the earth is not flat, and anyone who believes that the earth is 6,000 years old can believe so if they want to, but pretty much everyone else has already been filled in on the truth. And so these arguments are just simply silly, and they are false arguments in front of a ever increasing dumbed down public, which are a public which is not aware of all the arguments which have gone on since the Age of Enlightenment, which is basically, it goes back, basically 500 years. And so if you haven't heard about it, I suggest you may want to check into it. There was another question: illegal immigration. I'm an immigrant myself. I came from Europe originally. I grew up there until I was 18, and then I moved over here legally. And so I'm not in favor of illegal immigration. I think it should be legal. It should have some rationality behind it. But what I am against is discrimination against so-called illegal immigrants when it only pertains to economic factors. The problem with illegal immigration is that essentially the financial elite wants to exploit cheap labor anywhere that they can find it. And so, needless to say, immigrants from South America, from Mexico, and so on will try to pull their own lives together, move here in order to find a better life, get some food and a better living conditions than they have there, which is probably what any one of us would do in that same situation. Conversely, the rich elite in the most developed countries will exploit those situations And they will then lower the wages for everyone in the developed nations because of those transactions. So it is really the employers who are lowering the standards in every direction, and it is the employers and the financial elite which should be targeted as far as immigration policies are concerned. It's not that illegal immigrants are taking away jobs from hard-working Americans. It is that the wages are so low that nobody here can basically live on those wages, and so everything is hitting the bottom scale, and this goes across the board globally. So people who work hard and who try to make a better lives for themselves and their families, we're all targets of this. And so rather than fighting against each other, we should be fighting against those who exploit us in a global environment. So individually, I have nothing against immigrants. I am for legal immigration, thoughtful immigration, and that is very definitely not happening today. It is all about exploitation of labor, basically. Healthcare, well, that of course is a big issue with me because I work in the healthcare industry, and that's going to be, I guess, video 4. Sorry.